showcasing the best in music and the arts in Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole. This is Livewire Live, sponsored by Chaplin's and the Cellar Bar.
Hello, this is Livewire Live. We don't actually have a title for this one, do we? So it's a Radio Boscombe special tonight.
It is, but you also didn't say the magic words, so
No.
we can't start till you say the magic words.
Because you say the magic words.
But on the turn tonight. Oh, okay, I'll say it anyway. Hi, welcome to Livewire Live. We don't even have to try, it's always a good time.
Because you say it so much better than I ever could.
Even CW says it.
I know, I've noticed CW saying it now.
Yeah,
with the
that's
poetry
right.
show.
Yeah, he's learned. It proves you can train
maybe,
poet.
Maybe we could get Birdie to say it one time. Birdie, who refuses to go on the microphone ever, except when we shove it in front of her and force her to say something. Yeah, see? Right now.
She's got quite
microphone
right.
in front of her, she's just being there silent.
Are you going to start
grinning inanely?
I'm going to keep to the plan, Tim.
We never keep to the plan. We've already skipped it, but we have got a Radio Boscombe track to start with.
Oh, brilliant. Which one is it? Have you chosen from our great new album, Ad Nauseam, available now?
Yes, it is track 10, which is called Crocodile Auditions, written by
Emily
E. Whittington. You just say E. Whittington.
Yeah, if you look, her name's in the credits at the bottom.
Oh, so it is. Emily Whittingham.
People who don't read the sleeve notes. Have you never bought a Pink Floyd
album?
album?
Have you seen how many notes I've put on the sleeve notes?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Lots of red pens.
Lots of red pens.
Teachers, you would love red pens.
Yeah,
Look,
we would do,
red
yeah.
pen.
No.
Actually, we're not supposed to use red anymore because apparently it's detrimental.
Yeah, you're supposed to use purple, aren't we? That's right, yeah. I still use red.
It was red in my day.
Yeah.
Gary still used red.
And to be fair, red photocopies better than any other ink colour.
We know that,
I
yeah.
always get disappointed when people say, please fill in either black or blue ink. You think, well, no, it needs to be red because then it photocopies.
Anyway, this is Crocodile Auditions. This is one of Emily Whittingham's that she wrote for this album, and we all got together and recorded it, and it's really, really rather good.
Yeah.
Up-and-coming writer.
But we also ought to talk about Emily's contribution to the cover.
Yes.
Because it is like a version of The Thinker.
Yep.
But clearly a bit of a, I don't know, would you say that those are, if they were coloured, those would be pink hearts on white boxes, I'm sure. Would you say?
Yes.
It's a black and white grayscale drawing, but it's definitely white with red hearts type of underwear vibe, with a thinker and just saying go compare ?
Because the album is called Ad Nauseam. And Paul?
Well, basically because it's the first one that we've ever actually recorded some ads to break it up. So a bit like an ordinary radio show, you'll have 2 or 3 sketches or whatever, and then you'll have some ads which are slightly off the wall. And so there you are. Everyone's sick of ads, aren't they? So Ad Nauseam.
I have picked a couple of ads from looking at the list of ones I've said yes to. There's quite a few, and one of them is an ad.
Maybe we could do it when we actually do the ads tonight.
That would be too complicated.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. What do I know? I'm not from...
It could also possibly confuse our listener to hear, those that shall not be named going out with alongside a spoof ad without necessarily identifying this as a spoof ad. So we need to put a disclaimer on. Radio Boscombe's version of ad, not a genuine ad from a company in Bournemouth.
I think they tell the difference, personally.
I think it would do, yeah.
Our listeners are more discerning. But let's cross over to Radio Boscombe and hear about the crocodiles.
Curse you, Peter Pan! This is not the last you've ever seen of me. I won't rest until I have your head. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, marvellous, simply marvellous. Well, as you know, unlike most theatre productions, we always look for authenticity, and Peter Pan is no exception. And you, my lad, seem to fit the bill for Captain Hook.
Oh, golly, that's amazing.
On the form Gladys sent over via Google Docs, you said you have fencing skills, spent 60 hours straight on a pirate ship ride at Drayton Manor, and you hate children with an absolute passion.
Yes, the last two really helped channel the hatred for Peter Pan and Captain Hook.
And I felt it, but before we can even consider offering the role, there's just one more thing I'd like you to do for me.
Oh, sure, what is it?
Well, to really get that authenticity, I'm also holding auditions for the crocodile today. To get that real chemistry of fear and animosity between Captain Hook and the beast, you understand?
Oh, sure, yes.
So, would you mind doing some scenes with our crocodile hopefuls?
Oh, yes, sure, absolutely, absolutely.
Excellent. Gladys, release the crocodiles!
wait, what? Real crocodiles? Ah! Ah!
My goodness, that little one must really want the part.
Shouldn't we offer a sword or something?
Why should we? They have teeth.
Never mind.
Ah! Oh, dear God, no! Oh, somebody help me! Oh no, that's my best cardigan! Ah!
Stop! I have found him! I have found our crocodile!
How did I do?
Oh, I'm sorry, lad. Well, we can no longer offer you the part of Captain Hook. The crocodile bit off the wrong arm, you see, so the illusion has already been spoiled.
What?
We hope you understand.
Oh, okay, thank you for your time. But somebody call 999. I just need to sit down for a bit.
This isn't right.
What do you mean, Gladys?
That's clearly an alligator.
What? Oh well, we can always cover that up in makeup. There are limits to authenticity, sadly.
Crocodile auditions.
Yeah, crocodile auditions. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, apart from wanting to have a crocodile, is there a reason behind writing that one, or you know?
You have to ask Emily on that. I think she's writing sketches to try and sell them.
Okay.
Because she's done a creative writing degree from a university in Cornwall, I believe, if memory serves correctly. Because you have universities down there now.
Yeah, I was talking with someone in the pub last night who goes to Tremor Campus, which is the Falmouth University in Penryn. They call it Tremor Campus, and they do creative writing and also commercial writing.
Well, there you go.
So, not as in writing commercials, but how to write to get published commercially in magazines and things like that.
Ah.
Although copywriting for commercials could be a lucrative income maybe as well.
Well, it could be. There's lots of different ways of making money out of it, but we just prefer just live in poverty and suffer for our art.
Sorry, you're choosing this.
Yes, it is. I could always go back to teaching history, I guess, and make a huge sum of money that way. A huge watch. Hey, I'm losing weight. I'm on a diet. I've lost 2 kilos this week. If I lose enough weight and I put on a wig, I could probably get on BBC 4 as a historian. Just raise my voice and pretend to be a lady historian. No, okay, it's not going to work, is it?
Well, Susanna, was it Lipscomb?
Yeah,
Poor
yeah.
lady.
Yeah, I have to get a long, crinkly wig for that, wouldn't I? Yeah, there we go. Pairing it with what?
MC.
Oh, you're comparing, not comparing.
Is there a difference?
Yes, it's the way you pronounce it. Look, you're Cornish. You know, you use around the nuances of our language in England.
Talking of that, I was speaking with an American in the pub the other night, and they were doing a really good job of pronouncing Leicester, Derby, Loughborough, all the typically
Leicester,
and
Derby,
and the other one is Cirencester. Because Leicester and Cirencester, same spelling, totally different pronunciation. But hey,
Worcester.
Worcester.
That one always gets
Worcester.
them.
Worcester sauce.
Yeah.
Worcester.
As opposed to obviously Worcester, as we all know it.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm emceeing the stage,
Yo, MC Hayward in the house.
something like that.
Where's the Cornish for house?
Tree. That when you see TRE at the front of anything, that is Cornish for house or homestead.
Oh, there we go.
Poll.
You
is
learn
a
some
pond
every day, don't
or
you, eh?
Pool.
Yeah.
Pen is a field.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the one for farm offhand. There's another one for farm. They go at the front of everything. So when you see all these palendras or pen air or anything, that means it's a field.
It's like Welsh, isn't it? They do the same sort of thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the
Afon is usually a river, isn't it?
Yes,
Or something,
yeah,
isn't it?
that's it.
Stuff like that.
So when you hear Afon, yeah, so the River Avon is actually Avon, as in Avon River, Avon Raven, the River Avon, weird like that.
It is.
Yeah, but you don't get pole. Oh, what pole's that? Oh, that's the pole. So you don't get pole.
But isn't there a whole history thing of when they came over and invaded all the Celts, Avon was river?
Yeah,
And that's why everything
so
was river, isn't it? Yeah.
when the Anglo-Saxons, our ancestors, came over, Birdie, and we grabbed the locals and said, "What's that called?" And they said, "Well, Avon, and so we call it the River Avon. That's why there's an Avon in Stratford, one in Bristol, and there's one just down the road for here. There's quite a lot of River Avons around.
Yes,
Part of the legacy of colonisation.
Wonder if anyone's ever done a study of the number of River Avons and people that go up and down rivers. You know, Griff Rhys-Jones did it once, didn't he?
Yeah,
Famous
yeah.
comedian. He did a serious show all about life on rivers and going up and down riverbanks. And so many times in Scotland, it's easy because the national law in Scotland says a river is not owned. You can't fence it off. Whereas in England, you have to get permission from the owners of the banks to be able to go in their patch of river.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's just a weird English
banks like Barclays?
The English enclosure laws back in the 1600s.
Yeah, 1700s.
Really killed off a lot of the common land, and rivers got wrapped up in inside that as well.
You were telling me about, Paul, for one of our sketches. It's about fishing, isn't it?
That's
About
right,
paying to go fishing. Yeah.
You like that one?
Is that Fly Tipperary?
It is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's called...
Messing About on the River.
Messing About on the River, that's it, yeah.
We've got that ready to
Oh, fantastic,
later, so
right.
We can hear. In fact, we could hear that next, couldn't we? We can then jump around a bit and go to a...
We can jump around, yeah.
Jump up. Sorry.
Well, you're going to be an MC, you're going to have to tell people to do that, aren't you?
And compared. Did you say it? You didn't
Compared.
Say compared.
Yeah.
What's the difference between compare and compare?
Pronunciation.
One's spelled E-R-E.
You know how they're spelled, but the pronunciation to me is the same.
But you see, down in Cornwall, if it's E-R-E, you'd think it'd be come here, wouldn't it?
Come here.
Come here. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that'd be the one. Yeah. Other stage. I was about to say the wonky stage, but it's not the wonky stage. But that's also been organised by.
As in the wonky stage, as in not the stage is actually physically.
It used to be the wonky donk stage.
Yes, it's actually the wonky donk stage. Yes.
So what we have got though is the fishing sketch that we talked about.
Yes, indeed. Well, there's actually a very serious side of this, but we'll hear the sketch first, and then Paul can tell you all about that, because this is Paul's idea, isn't it?
Well, yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah.
Yeah.
Something I feel strongly about, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we all do.
Well, we do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So fishing sketch coming up in. We shouldn't call it the fishing sketch. We should call it, giving it its proper title, Messing About on the River.
Oh yeah.
Coming up.
What a lovely day to sit by the river and get my rod out and gallop my maggot.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the Environment Agency bailiff. Can I see your rod licence, please?
Do you know who I am?
Why, have you forgotten, sir? It'll be on your rod licence.
Rod licence? Wasn't he an Australian tennis player?
That's as maybe. Either way, you've been caught. Rod licence, please.
What's that?
All fishermen require one, sir. It supports maintenance of the waterways, funds fish stocking, water quality, and ensures the aquatic environment isn't damaged. Failure to produce one can result in a £400 fine, plus court expenses, and confiscation so you can no longer use your tackle.
You sound like my little woman at home.
Very droll, sir. What's your name? And don't be clever, 'cause I'll check it all online.
I'll have you know, my man, I pay £400 a day to fish this beat of the test.
You still need a licence, sir.
Why are you carping on about a licence all the time? You're skating on very thin ice.
Could you just show me your licence, please, sir? You're just making a rod for your own back with all these bad fish gags.
I don't need a licence. Don't you know who I am? I am Sir Ian Eel.
Well, you look a bit slippery to me, sir. Are you the real Ian Eel? You'll still need a licence.
Are you now making bad fish puns about my name? We're not at school now.
Time and a place, sir.
You still don't know who I am, do you? I am the Chief Advisor to British Rail.
Not on track there, are you, sir?
And I advise Rip-Off and Scarpa, the merchant bankers.
You can afford a rod licence then, can't you, sir?
And also I am the current chairman of Ofwat.
The chairman of what?
No, Ofwat, the Office of Water Regulation.
Oh, and what does that involve, sir?
As per the Water Industry Act of 1991, I oversee the regulation of water companies in England and Wales by setting standards, investigating compliance and imposing penalties on miscreants who avoid their responsibilities.
And that's what I do too, sir. And I'll be confiscating your tackle. Bit like them water companies you supposedly manage, eh, sir? Ever since privatisation of the 10 water companies in 1989, we've been up to our necks in raw sewage.
That was before my time, and I shan't be paying any fine.
Well, fair dues. You don't make the water companies pay theirs either, do you, sir? Frankly, you've been swinging the lead and spinning me a line. And now you've taken the bait, I'm taking your gear. Here's your fine.
I can see there's no flies on you.
You're in deep water now, like the companies you represent. Court notification will be in the post. Good day to you, sir.
Lummy, he's taken my rod, reel, creel, and left me with nothing to fish with. I'm up Rick Creek and without my tackle. Ha! Comes to something when you go fishing and you're the one that gets caught.
There we go. Messing about in the river.
Indeed, but it's a sketch with a point as well as being sort of a, two funny characters.
There's lots of play on words in that as well, which is one of my favourite forms of comedy.
Well, yeah, it was a bit of, I'm going to say it's a bit cheapskate, but I won't say that, no. I go fishing, I'm quite keen on fishing, and I think everyone, whether they go fishing or they aren't, is keen on maintenance of the rivers. And I mean, it's a huge topic at the moment, has been for a number of years now. So everyone that goes fishing on the river has to pay this rod licence, which basically goes into a fund with the Environment Agency and help pay for maintenance of the river and all the sort of thing he said. But of course, the Environment Agency are also, let's say, the water systems policeman. And there's a fair old sort of political football being kicked around that the Environment Agency, that's right, that as well. We'll find someone that they're fishing without a license. But when it comes to these big companies that are regularly and flaunting their power, if you like, of putting sewage and stuff in the rivers, and yet nothing seems to happen an awful lot about them. They get taken to court, they get a little petty fine, slap on the wrist, and that's it. I don't know if you remember the band The Undertones.
Yes.
The main frontman, the main frontman of that was Fergal Sharkey. Now he's a keen fisherman, and he has been leading a great big campaign, and particularly if anyone goes on X, Twitter, as was, the stuff he puts on there, which are embarrassing all these companies, it's embarrassing the government. He gets on a lot of these political TV shows and everything, and he's doing a great job in stirring it up in more ways than one to try and get all these wrongs right. You get all these companies that have great big bonuses for these CEOs of these huge companies,
and dividends to their shareholders as well,
and yet they haven't got the money allegedly to maintain. They've sold off their reservoirs, they've sold off all sorts of other assets and everything. So although it's a silly sketch, granted, for me, and I think if you think about it, there's a lot of truth in that sketch, and I think it tells a message.
It's the old adage, isn't it? Many a true word said in jest.
The
way to make a point is to write a song about it, put it into some comedy.
That's right. Yeah. So that's what we attempted to do. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Fantastic. Because Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse have got their show where they just go fishing, but I don't really hear them talking about the state of the rivers much on their show. That's more like two old blokes sharing each other's lives, isn't it?
I must admit, I mean, people say to me, oh, I love that fishing programme. I think if you go fishing, I love them both, and I have seen some bits of the programmes, but to me, dare I say, there's not enough fishing in it. But that's a personal choice. But of course, a lot of people who don't go fishing see them as two great stand-up comedians, sketch writers, and all their shows, their Far Show, and all that sort of thing. And therefore, they love them. I mean, they're smashing blokes. Yeah. And I like the banter and stuff. But as a fishing programme, it doesn't do it for me. But that's a personal view.
It's like that Channel 4 Formula 1. There's not enough motor racing in it. It's just people talking to people about motor racing.
Yeah, well, I think the football's got a bit like that, and all to be honest. But
yeah, but by the way, when is our hydration break? We should be due one like that, shouldn't we?
We've had the ads. Where that comes from, the football?
Yeah.
Oh, on Saturday, I was at Soundscape, which was a phenomenal day. one of the bands that were on, the drummer, sort of in the middle of the song, he held up this sign that just said hydration break. And I was like, I didn't
Okay,
see that,
well,
to be fair, but, you know.
this World Cup is being played in Canada, America and Mexico, and it's very hot. So FIFA have said, we'll have a hydration break through the middle of each half. It's actually a con. It's only there so the Americans can put adverts on TV.
Oh, so they're making a game up. Instead of having two halves, they're turning it into like quarters or
Football,
something.
the American football thing, yeah.
A really positive spin on it, that for players who were fasting in the last couple of months, the hydration break meant they could actually break their fast on time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which was being a really sweet accidental.
Oh, okay. Is that a Ramadan thing?
Yeah, when it was Ramadan,
okay.
they could because obviously they have to wait for the sun to set, but they could do it in most of their games during the hydration break, so they didn't have to play the whole
But
thing.
it's not been Ramadan during this
I was
World
going
Cup.
to say,
No, not this time round, but before.
But the thing is, I mean, if you go like Mexico City or in Florida where it really is
It is
hot, and
sticky hot,
that's
yeah.
fine. That's great. But there've been other matches where it's been about 19 or 20 degrees,
have they
pour with rain, fog, misty, cloud, and all the rest of it. Oh, you've still got to have it.
It's an outbreak.
I was going to say,
and the whole-
has there been any games in Colorado? Because that's infamous for its
I
poor
thought
weather
I
and
think
cool.
The thing is,
Dallas-
it's the whole FIFA thing is corrupt. I mean, you know, Trump getting
Allegedly.
No, it is corrupt. Sorry,
Allegedly.
It is.
Allegedly, we have to say that. Come on.
Trump getting the American players' red card rescinded.
Tell you what, how about I put this out as a disclaimer? Hope FM is not responsible for the views of its guests.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Or the views expressed by its
The
guests.
views of Gary.
Well, personally, I like that FIFA man. He's a nice man, very nice man.
Indeed,
Makes
yeah.
us a lot of money, which we put back into our sport. We're going to call it American soccer, I think. So I love it. Really nice. Nice guy.
There we go.
The urge to punch over the table is
I have been working. I've been trying to do it for a little while. Perhaps I'll stop. If that's the reaction, I'll take that every day of the week.
That's good. It's
Tell you
good.
what, shall I stop this conversation before it goes any further? Before we get off on one, with good production qualities and lots of other stuff going on.
You're saying this studio doesn't have good production qualities?
I'm saying we are a radio studio. You can come in, you can do your stuff, and it's raw and live. That's it. When you go into a music studio, Gary, you've got all sorts of whiz bangs available to you that can do post production, because we don't do production here. We just do live on air.
That's
it.
telling me, isn't it?
Well, he's quite right. I mean, you've been doing it on a 4-track cassette tape for ages. So I mean,
give Gary his due. Gary, it took a while to pester him. I mean, Gary and I have been working together now for 19 years, and I think eventually Gary gave in and did a bit to start us to use Audacity instead of the 4-track tape. So
we use it all the time now.
This
but
old
yes.
dog has learnt new tricks,
Indeed.
unlike some other old dogs to which I associate.
He likes things up tempo.
Well, I don't think you did a Friday Night Rock show on another radio station.
No.
Friday, Thursday.
Oh, is it Thursday, Rob?
It's Thursday, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday Rock Show on Forest FM. Listen to us tomorrow, kids. We're great.
See, I always thought Friday was Rock Night.
That was Tommy Vance back in the day. Was
Are we
Friday
allowed to advertise a different radio station on at the same time?
Of course we are.
We mention yours sometimes.
Yeah, we often mention home. Yeah, we're allies against corporate giants. Yeah, quite up there with Taylor Swift, but maybe they've just got married as well. Has Hawley just got married?
No.
Because Taylor Swift has.
Has she?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was on the news apparently. Yeah. Lots of people have dropped off social media now
CW
because she's married. Yeah, CW
Is that what you're saying? Is it? Your grand hypothesis is that CW has dropped off social media because Taylor Swift got married.
Well,
alongside a whole load of other people that dropped.
Correlation is not causation. I'm just saying the events are simultaneous.
She did have fans who flew all the way out there to try and sneak in, so we haven't seen him in a while.
He could have done that, couldn't he?
He'll be demanding all his gifts back that he's been sending her for all these years as well, I reckon. All these bunches of flowers and all that sort of thing. I reckon.
Yeah.
Poems written all about
Indeed.
her. Yeah.
Well, she's probably turned them into lyrics.
He could do, yeah.
Yeah.
Tortured Poet Department is just about CW.
Yes, that's it.
I mean, he even bought one of those American football things with the big padded shoulders and all that sort of stuff
Yeah.
to try and impress her.
Yeah.
Did no good at all, did it? Eh?
No.
That's
Well,
because the
yeah.
other bloke's 6'8" and CW
isn't quite there on that.
he's not 6'8", is he?
He's about, I don't know, 4'12".
That's rude.
We love you, CW, wherever you are.
In America somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
Living his transatlantic life.
Yes. Perhaps he's going to the football tonight.
He could well be, or he might be just stalking them on honeymoon. You never know, do you?
Yeah, could be. Well, there we go. The worst things happen at sea.
Sketch, please.
All right, okay, yeah. Which one have you chosen next, Tim?
Well, we've gone for the I can't say it now. The
Problematic pronouns.
Thank you, Birdie. Yes.
Right, well, this one is a sketch about the problems people have when they make up silly rules about nothing in particular, because that's their job. So we have a whole series of people who don't actually do things, but are paid to stop others do.
Are we talking about the EU Commission here, by any chance?
No, we're not talking about the EU Commission.
Or the Environment Agency, no.
So I know you voted for Brexit because you're from Cornwall, but, not the EU Commission. No. Worked out well, that one, didn't it, Tim? Yeah.
So well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Got your freedom now, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
No small boats coming across the Tamar anymore, are there?
No, that's it. And devolution is really on the cards.
It is, absolutely, yeah. No, it's about how people make up daft rules just because it's their job, rather than actually getting the job done. Apparently, the boss has left his wife for her. Gives a whole new meaning to human resources, eh?
OK, everyone, settle down. I'd like to introduce Sharon Stoneface to you.
She our new HR lady.
HR person. My chosen gender is irrelevant. This is a serious matter.
Aye, there's going to have to be a few changes here at Consolidated Screwfix. We need to modernise, move into 21st century.
Oh, great! Are we getting those new Ju-87 lathes from Germany? They'd really help with increasing production.
Yeah. Nay, lad, they're too expensive.
What about a pay rise to incentivise us?
That's too expensive too. No, what we are doing is we're tightening up on use of pronouns and language.
Oh, this is going to help us increase production in an increasingly competitive global market. Yeah, we got to move with the times. Those widgets won't make themselves, especially with tariffs everywhere.
You can't say that. It's abusive to Welsh people.
No, that's taffies. Tariffs trump that. To answer the question, these days business is all about website presence and corporate image.
Oh, political correctness gone mad.
No, these things matter. I do not want this company cancelled.
Cancelled. Go bust, you mean?
For that too.
Times change. We've got to become more socially aware.
It's the quality of our screws that make us stand out. Company motto.
That slogan's got to go too. The quality of our screws makes us stand out. It's smutty. And that calendar too.
But the Consolidated Screwfix calendar is a world bestseller.
It's degrading to women and men and to mix October, whoever they are.
Isn't that abusive to Irish people?
But our customers like a bit of beauty on their workshop floor. Are you going to put vintage cars on the calendar now then, like what Acme Nails do?
We are not. We are not going down the road of objectifying motor vehicles. All are equally beautiful, regardless of their age.
You've obviously never seen Austin Allegro. Wouldn't want the wheels off that one. Does that mean I'll get a parking space for Lily now then?
Don't be flippant. Say that again and I'll have you put on a disciplinary.
What?
The car park is now 100% strictly gender neutral.
I just said I'd like a parking space for Lily.
Nay, lad, under the new company policy, you can't assign gender without consent.
What's that mean? Are you trying to force your agenda? No. Non-binary people don't have a gender. Agenda? A gender? Get it?
This is no laughing matter.
It's a car. It can't consent.
You'll have to call it they from now on, least on company time.
What?
Page 24 of the new staff handbook. All inanimate objects on company premises are gender neutral and will use the pronoun they.
Look, Mrs. Stoneface.
Ms. My chosen pronoun is Ms.
Okay, Ms. Stoneface. I understand that Trevor in accounts has now chosen to be Tracy in accounts. She's a person. That's up to her. But you can't tell Mike here what to call his own car.
I can when it's on company property.
No. It's made in France. La voiture. So it's a woman. Gotcha.
No argument, lad. It's now company policy. While you're wasting time arguing about it, we could be making widgets for export.
Miss Stoneface, I can't print the new staff handbook.
The photocopy is broken down again.
Issue it with a final written warning. Issue them with a final written warning. Oh dear, I've broken my own HR rules. Now I'll have to discipline myself.
You could go on strike about it. If you kept working, I wouldn't blackleg you.
Blackleg? 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 We are so not going there.
Consolidated Screwfix, was that the name of the company?
Indeed, it was, yeah. Consolidated Screwfix, yeah. That's,
Not to be confused with anyone else.
no, and they make screws.
Widgets they make.
Widgets, yeah.
Widgets, bodgets and bodgets.
Probably.
So there we go. They have been in the sketch before, the one where the girl goes to interview, the Millennium Job interview sketch. So
Which
there
is
you
on
go.
one of our previous albums.
Which is on one of our previous albums, yeah.
And Gazza even used the name that I give one of my cars in that sketch, didn't you? As well?
Yes, I did, yes, because we're talking about the cars' names, so I nicked one of Paul's cars' names.
But it's true that I don't know why do we call cars male or female or whatever? I don't know.
Well, ships have always been female, haven't they?
Yeah.
And named, but it's quite weird to get a ship referred to as female when it's got a male name, like the Sir David Attenborough, which everybody wanted to be called Boater McBoatface when the UK voted for that. And instead of calling the ship Boater McBoatface, they just called one of the ship's boats Boater McBoatface. And the ship was called Sir David Attenborough. It's the same level. You know, you can put the vote out for Brexit or leave or remain, and the same type of people that voted leave or remain were the same people that were asked to vote for Boater McBoatface, basically. And you think, are we losing the plot as a nation?
Well, I think we lost the plot of the nation 10 years ago, and things have been downhill ever since. But there you go. It'll only get worse before it ever gets better.
Yes.
I won't live to see it at my age, but there we go.
Because we did a sketch, didn't we, about, French things have male and female objects. What was that one about?
Well, that was about the computer male or female.
Yeah.
And that was called L'Ordinateur. In fact, it was
But that's not on this album.
No, it's not.
No.
It was originally done live on Hope FM back when we had George and Loz.
That was a long time ago.
Long time ago. And there is now a studio mix of it.
Ooh.
And that might be on the next album. It's certainly in the pile of stuff that's waiting to come out. But, it's...
spoilers, as they say on Doctor Who,
Well,
isn't it? Spoilers, darling.
Spoilers.
I think if you go on our YouTube channel and search Radio Boscombe L'Ordinateur, you might find it on there.
From 13 years ago or something like that.
I think it could be. I think it's actually the remix with the.
Okay.
So, and I think that's because we've got a policy now putting stuff on YouTube, because why not? Otherwise people aren't going to hear it.
We're talking of spoilers and disclaimers. Need to put a disclaimer on the next thing we are going to hear, because it's that time.
Oh.
So if you hit it, Birdie. If Birdie can get the buttons in the right order, which she's doing a far better job than I would right now. My mind's a bit mushy today, but then hopefully we'll hear.
You've had to switch from speaking Cornish for a few days to speaking English again. It's bound to be a bit of a transition.
So take it away, Birdie.
Right, Sonny, you're in the back of a Chinook helicopter on your way to a poetry slam. You've got to write 4 stanzas in 15 minutes. You've not had a drink for 2 hours. What's your gut telling you, lad? Do it or walk away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh will melt. I am a poet. Come back to my place, my dear. I'll show you my extra long sonnet.
The king's own mounted poets. Be your own epitaph or be the best.
Livewire Live.
So I didn't appreciate that Radio Boscombe is now doing adverts for the Poetry Army.
Right, yeah, well, it's basically this wacky idea we had about, poets joining up into special units. And it was a Radio Boscombe thing for a while, and then it sort of got forgotten about, because we wrote that one ages ago and we forgot about it. And then, since then, the poetry thing has gone off in a completely different direction by Angela's Tortoise, have taken it off, and they've gone into a complete direction with the D.H. Preston guy.
Paul, you're shaking your head here.
I keep hearing about this Angela's Tortoise. What is this Angela's Tortoise? Is this you in another guise?
Yeah,
right.
project. So every time you say, I don't think that's a really good one, it goes into the file for Angela's Tortoise.
Right. So Angela's Tortoise, basically all the rubbish that ain't good enough for Radio Boscombe, is that it?
It's the side project that picks up all the dross. From
that's basically it. Yeah.
It's like D.H. Preston.
Yeah, it's
D.H. Preston, unfortunately, he calls himself a poet, but he has no qualms about using all sorts of interesting, shall we say, material.
Yeah.
In the same way the Chinese proverb, "May you live in interesting times." That's the D.H. Preston version.
So basically, it's all the sketches written on the back of old fag packets and that are left on the cutting room floor. Is that it?
Yes.
You sweep them up.
It is stuff that we chuck out. Yeah. This is the main band, the proper band.
The side project.
Yeah, we've all got our little side projects that we do.
The B-sides.
No, it's a side project. It's a completely different thing because once you've got this material there, like you're in a band and you've got a solo album that you do.
Is this kind of like the Levellers versus Drunken Public?
I've no idea what that means. Sorry, no. I heard of the Levellers.
Heard of the Levellers? Drunken Public is the Levellers without some of their people.
No, right.
And Mother Ukers do it as well. You get the Mother Ukers when it's all three of them. If one of them is absent, then they go out as the other Ukers.
I thought that was the thing that decided which university you went to, but still.
No, that's UCAS. That's UCAS. Yeah.
I see what you did there, Paul.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Yeah. Which university did you go to then?
The University of Life, dear boy.
Indeed, right, okay.
Best way to get a master's.
Yeah,
indeed,
that's right.
Absolutely.
And cheaper.
And you're not saddled by debt either, kids.
Yeah. There you go. But they wouldn't have had me anyway.
Many gigs are free. Most gigs are PTH, which I think is a great term. Pass the hat.
Yeah.
So if you like what you're hearing, you stick a £5 in the hat. And how good is that? If you don't like it, then you take a £5. No, that was Mark Twain, wasn't it?
That's the ancient Cornish custom of doing it.
No, Mark Twain did that. He said he went to a church and he was going to put $5 in, and then the preacher went on and on, so eventually he decided he was going to give you $2. By the time he finished, he took $2 out.
Yeah.
The Jam Shed sounds great. The Jam Shed.
Put a shed full of jam.
That's it. Yes.
I think it means they go jamming there.
I mean, who knows? It's Shaftesbury could have a sort of huge underground suppository of jam left over from the Cold War. All this tin jam just sitting there, looking for a nuclear apocalypse.
You specified tin, but when you said a shed full of jam, I was envisioning just like a shed full of jam, not in jars. Just.
Oh right, no, because
you open the door and get.
Literally.
This huge army of jam falls out.
You get swamped by it, is it? Cause of death, drowned in jam.
Because he's going to be featuring there. It'll be Sticky Fingers, won't it?
Yay!
Buntish.
Thank you, Paul.
They could have a marmalade on, or jam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Actually, I wonder if there's any artists that have got anything like that in the title. I would love it if there was some sort of fruity names playing in the Jam Shed. Maybe let's just do a quick look at who is playing in the Jam Shed.
Whilst Tim's doing that.
Cloaca, Mostly Harmless and Acoustic Band, and the Travelling Melburys. They're the acts that are playing at the Jam Shed.
Melbury is down the road, isn't it? Unless they're talking about Lord Melbury out of Fawlty Towers, of course.
Oh, yes.
Remember him?
Vaguely.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. He was a con man.
Wasn't he?
And of course,
that was it.
Yes.
Poor old Basil sort of licking his boots and trying. We got the upper class clientele, and you find out that he's been
he's ripping
conning him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
And he said, trying to find the gig guide that has just been disappeared off my screen.
Tim's using a computer, boys and girls. They're very useful, but sometimes they don't quite work as much as having a piece of paper. It's a good job. It's not going to rain, isn't it? It's looking fairly bleak.
Summer.
That's how organised I've had to be. But it's not in paper, but it is in separate files, which is why I get lost because I'm jumping between pages. But hey.
Well, there you go.
I have done the prep, you see, Gav.
You have. And boys and girls, he's working in a second language as well, which is quite impressive.
Here we go again. To be fair, I was down in Cornwall, only down there for 2 days, didn't get enough time to get a pasty. Shocking.
That's just sad.
I know. I went past 3 pasty places and I didn't go in.
I think that's shocking. Traitor.
I know, letting the side down.
That's great. Oh, that Haywood, he moved to England, he's gone native. Only those settings.
Sold his soul.
Yes, yeah.
To a pork pie.
So much going on. Don't choose the same weekend. Why is it all happening on one weekend?
If you don't like music, all right?
Yeah.
If you want to go and see Ruby, okay?
Ruby as in curry?
No, Ruby as in car. Female car again.
Yeah, it is.
Beauty got Simply Japanese. Great big festival of all Japanese cars of every size, shape, age, and whatnot.
Okay.
So that's where we're off to on Sunday.
So it could go in the morning. But he said he was going to take it apart at the weekend because he's having a few problems with some squeaking. Says he.
That'd be the mice.
Yeah, he's got mice in the bearings or something. I don't, Actually, do you get Japanese mice? What's the equivalent of?
You certainly get mice chew the cables in cars when they're stored away in places.
Yeah, barn find stuff.
Oh yeah, I love all that.
Talking away from cars and music, going back to Radio Boscombe, because we have got the Ad Nauseum album.
We have promoting it, yes.
First album, did you say, of Radio
I think
Boscombe?
it's fully first, yes.
Which is incredible. I mean,
that's in just over, we're 41st year now.
mean,
We've only been doing it for a few years then. But we've had breaks when we haven't done anything for years, and then suddenly we get a bit more productive.
Well, you've had different personnel, haven't you?
We have, change over
the years. So
even so, you get breaks. It's one process. You finish one, and then you work on the next one.
Yeah,
but you got a track from it, haven't you, Tim?
Well, yes, that's it. I mean, we could run through the current lineup of Radio Boscombe, which is obviously yourselves, Paul and Gary, Paul Jerome, Gary Mitchell, plus Sally, who couldn't be here.
Sally Burrows,
trying to be here but couldn't.
Car didn't work.
Sapphire Cook.
Acting friend of Sally's.
Laura Jerome, formerly of this parish.
Yes. Now living happily in Ireland.
Yeah.
In a huge castle in Waterford.
Seriously?
Yeah. Cool. Castle O'Donnell overlooks the harbour in Waterford.
She's living in Ireland, but she hasn't got a castle. No, I think two up, two down. I think.
Is that it?
I don't know. Yeah, you're the one that knows all these things.
Well, I thought it was a huge castle overlooking.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. This is clearly a family affair because you've also got Olivia Mitchell featured on the credits.
Well, Olivia Mitchell actually plays Taylor Swift on the album.
Wait, which one? I'm going to say which one. Oh, yes, Taylor in Therapy, of course.
Taylor in Therapy, yeah.
Maybe we should hear that one. And then, carrying on with the list, Séverine Moulton.
Yeah, she's from France. She's French. Lives on the Isle of Wight.
Julia Smith, who's an old Radio Boscombe person.
Steady, that's my missus.
I know, exactly. That's what she doesn't perform. I thought she'd sort of retired from doing comedy, but you've managed to talk her back into it.
No, we only talked back into one track because Livy was going to do Taylor Swift, and so she said, "Well, why don't you, Mum? Why don't you do this?" And she agreed because it's for Livy. She wouldn't do it for me. As far as she's concerned, I just sit around the house all day being a nuisance and doing things, and she's trying to watch EastEnders on catch up.
She knows you so well, doesn't she?
She does, doesn't she? She goes, "What? There's more football on?" Well, yes, it's the World Cup. It's very inconvenient. Sorry. Once every 4 years.
Brilliant. And then the aforementioned Emily Whittingham, who's done the cover art as well as...
She does cover art, so we're very, very fortunate to have her as an artist. Yeah.
But is this how it's working now? Because looking at the credits for the individual sketches, there's a lot of them are Jerome Mitchell. There's one, for example, which is Jerome and PJ Gerald, who isn't listed in the...
PJ Gerald is a pseudonym for Paul and I together.
Oh, okay.
So
I've learnt something now.
Because there's lots of G Mitchell, P Jerome, but then there's one P Jerome, PG Joel, and he's like, okay.
The reason for that is sometimes one of us will come in with a sketch almost entirely written, and it just gets a little bit of writing polishing by the pair of us together. So it's easier just to say, rather than say, "Oh, that's Mitchell Jerome," because it's not, because I haven't contributed that much to one of Paul's. We've just worked on it together, so we come have a joint pseudonym for the two of us where we polish somebody else's off.
We learn something every day.
So effectively, we've got Gary Mitchell, the Radio Boscombe artist, also has D.H. Preston as an alter ego in a poetry form, also has Angela's Tortoise as an alter ego for the cutting floor.
D.H. Preston
also has P.J. Joel,
which is now me and Paul together. That is P.J. Joel.
No, because it's listed here as P Jerome, Paul Jerome, and P.J. Joel.
Yeah, because Paul wrote most of the sketch, and then we added a little bit working as a team, but not enough to make it. I get my name on the credits. Yeah, it's sort of like
so I get a lion's share of all the money. You see.
Yeah.
So
allegedly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So this one, there's another one which we, in fact, the problematic pronouns that we just heard. Yeah. That was Gary Mitchell and PG Joel. So that's where
exactly the same thing. So I just chipped in a few bits. Kind of wrote most of that, and then Paul goes, "Yeah, it's got legs." Always got legs, and
that's my phrase. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's his phrase. And then we'll work on it and twerk it a bit together.
Yeah. And then there's obviously sketches where it's like you on your own, Gary or Paul. You've just got the single credit, and then most of Emily's, I notice, are solo
They're all of hers. So
Yeah, most of her things, she's refined it all, tweaked it about, and everything, bounced it off us, and we've said, and that.
I mean, with a couple of ones that we're going to be coming up on the next album, she's written. She's asked us for advice. We put sort of comments. So script comes in. Click in red, ideas, comments, suggestions, goes back to her, but she'll have the final say and she'll do the writing. So it's like sending people. It's just lots of different ways of writing things. Whereas with some of the ones that Paul and I do, we sit down and write them together. Other ones, one of us will have most of it written, and then we'll just sit down and just twerk it a bit together.
I find that easier beyond it. I find it difficult to write something from start to finish totally. I have done a few like that, but I tend to have an idea and say, look, I've got this idea, here's the spine of it and whatnot, and then I find it's better if we then work at it together.
Yeah.
If Gazza thinks, oh yeah, that'd be good, we could add this in, we could put that in, whatnot, and then suddenly, automatically, he's got some ideas about this theme or spine of a story or whatever, and so the two will fuse together, and we end up sitting down, writing it, taking that out, adding this bit in, and we end up with like a proper sort of shared effort, don't we?
There's one we're working on at the moment, which came out of a chance remark at Love Rocks, where you were talking about difference between men and women in their questions.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, like my missus will say to me, like, well, who is this Dave? I said, it's just a guy I know from gaming. Well, is he married? I've absolutely no idea if he's married. I don't know if he's got children. I know he's got a Nicaraguan Byzantine War Games army, but I don't know anything like that. So, and it's the difference between women and men that ask questions. Yeah, so we thought, that's the idea that's got legs. So just type down what remembered of it.
The gist of it all, yeah.
And it's just stuck there, and when we come to actually sit seriously to work in a couple of weeks' time, when the record companies start taking hostages, we'll get back to refining them. So you write down bits, and sometimes I'll sit fallow for ages. Other times I will get done quite quickly.
It is true, though, isn't it? But it's one of those things. I mean, some of our ideas, you don't think of them as a real idea, but when you say something to Gary, or Gary will say something to me, it will spark something, a little twist, for the comedy idea.
Yeah.
And then, we're away. But it is. We love this.
I was going to say, do you find you have to get into a zone, or do you think the minute you get together, you're already there?
Sometimes. He always wants to have a cup of tea and a wake up first before we start.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Whereas I'm Mr. Teacher. It's like,
I missed something here. A cup of tea and a wake up. Is this like the spitting image, David Owen and David, but at the end, the SDP?
No. See, what he doesn't appreciate is that I've been doing a radio show, all right? I do a pre-recorded radio show Monday night, and it goes out between 11 and 1 a.m. And yet Tuesday morning, he's up at the crack of dawn.
Or before dawn.
Yeah, often. And by the time I get down there for sort of 9:30 and whatnot, I'm sort of just about coming round.
But I've been up to midnight the night before fighting Rommel, and I still get up at 5 and start work.
Yeah, but you're made different to me, aren't you? You're a nutter.
Add our other co-presenter Conrad into this mix, and you've got a right one, because he's a night bird. He will go through, and he'll finally go to sleep at about 6 in the morning. Because he works at Chaplin's.
And CW, the other presenter, he doesn't get up before midday.
Yeah,
but he's a poet. He's expected.
To be fair, he did do that. He did get up before midday and made a big thing about the fact that poets can get up before midday at the Bournemouth Writing Festival. That was one of his big sticks, wasn't it?
Right. Oh, okay.
He was. I can't remember exactly what the phrase he used was. Can you?
Hey, look, guys, I'm a poet. I'm up before midday.
I mean, that was the gist. But it was delivered better than that.
Yes, it was delivered really well. But then you would expect it to be delivered really well, because CW is a performing poet.
Indeed.
Yeah. As opposed to a performing parrot.
Yes, which would be completely different, yeah. Mind you, I wouldn't want CW on my shoulder, because he's a lot bigger than a parrot.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 6'8" from what you were saying earlier. With
Indeed,
his arm
he's 6'8". His height varies depending on the length of
12 to 6'8".
Depending on the length of the poem, his height varies.
Is he a stilt walker?
Nothing would surprise me with CW.
They're just really big high heels.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
I was going to say, we're talking about your shoe wear, your footwear of choice now, are we?
There is 3 inches on them right now.
That sounds like Loz with her boots with the great big springs.
Yeah, Loz has great boots.
They're enormous things, aren't they?
She goes from 5'2" to 5'8", and we're just wearing her boots.
Yeah. We're going to have another sketch in a minute, and we're going to hear The Rehearsal.
fitting us in on Saturday morning, Father.
Good to see you again, Miss and Mr. I trust all the wedding arrangements are going well and your darling mothers are helping with the big day.
Oh yes, Vicar. It's so absolutely lush. Mummy and Daddy have booked the helicopter. The bridesmaids have all got their dresses and flowers. The hotel and swans are all booked for the reception, all in matching yellow with pink trimmings and...
Oh, do pipe down, darling. The vicar doesn't want to hear about all that stuff. He simply wants to pick up his money, run through the ceremony and get down the pub for the football. Isn't that right, Vicar?
Well, it is true I can't be too late today, and football does teach us humility before the Lord.
Yes, I can see your Spurs scarf.
Have you got the wedding fee? £200 cash? The Lord bless you, my son. And also the favourite at the 3:30 at Kempton Park. Right, shall we proceed now with the rehearsal? OK, groom on the left, bride on the right.
My right?
No, my right, stage left. The best man will be over there, and the bridesmaid over here.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it, darling? On the big day, you will look deep into my eyes, won't you? I want the photographer to catch in the moment, you know, for my TikTok.
Oh, of course, darling. Right, Vicar, what's next?
Well, after the organist has finished playing the theme from Love Island you requested for music, and the congregation has sat down, we go through your vows.
Vows? What are vows? Like letters and stuff? A, E, I, O, U?
No, darling, it's a bit of stuff where we say I do, so we can bang on the rings, get the reception over with, and get off on a honeymoon so we can... Well, you know, darling.
Well, there's a bit more to the Lord's Holy Union than that. But anyway, here goes. Miss, repeat after me. What is your full name?
I, Melody, Pandora, Ophelia, Serenity, Aurora, Longbottom.
Oh, so sorry.
But Melody, darling, I had no idea of all your middle names. I mean, if they're in a different order, do we have to use all of them? I mean, when you're called to receive your catering diploma after being married, they can't very well say Ophelia Harddick, can they?
Well, I'll say it quietly on the day, and if you two dare snigger, I shall be very cross.
Oh, God forbid, my dear. Do you take thee? And what is your full name, my son?
Martin.
And the rest?
Oh, all right. Martin Peregrine Adonis Hendricks Beowulf Harddick. It's not that funny.
Oh, Marty, darling, it really is quite amusing.
Is it indeed? So you're telling me, Melody, that you will be known at work as Melody Harddick, or we're going all hoity-toity and in the office you'll be called Melody Harddick Longbottom, or Melody Longbottom Harddick?
Oh dear. I fear your parents had perhaps not fully thought this through.
Well, no, Martin. So you'll just have to change your name.
What? To yours?
Maybe you could join the names, as symbolic of your union, form a portmanteau name?
What? Long Dick?
Hardbottom?
I take your point. Maybe you could, invent one.
So what do you suggest, Vicar? Dick Bottom?
Oh, Cock?
Smith, Jones, Singh is very popular in the telephone directory.
Oh, horrid. Maybe if we just live together instead.
Yes, save money on the wedding and get straight down to the consummation. Live in sin instead.
Martin, please, not in a church. What would God say? But it is an idea. It's a lot cheaper.
Thanks, Vicar. You're a star. OK, we'll live together instead. I mean, we've already got the flat sorted.
My fee!
Oh, it's only money.
But Kempton Park awaiteth.
Sorry, Vicar. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
That's usually after the race.
Thank you anyway, Father. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm the Reverend Jas. But please, just call me Hugh.
Hugh Jas!
Want to change your name in a hurry? If you are stupidly named by your parents, WeChangeAnyName.com can get back the money you're entitled to. Divorce? Just cut out the middleman and we'll help you give your house to someone you hate. WeChangeAnyName.com, making money out of your chaos.
I liked that because it's very much akin to some of the Bart Simpson phoning up those play on words.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's very childish, toilet humour, but there you go. We all love it.
It's also a very traditional sketch. I mean, that wouldn't have been out of place in the 60s or 70s.
That's it.
That one. But mind you, we are in our 60s and 70s. But we do tend to to write that kind of round the horn type thing. Is very much one of the ways we do things.
And the vicar that I played there, I modelled him. Do you remember the Navy Lark?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I know the title, but I can't remember place any of the characters or any of the
No, well, anyway, there was the Padre, in Navy Padre in the Navy Lark, and I always loved the voice the guy did. Oh, yeah, sorry. And we did it in another sketch you used it, but he didn't do it this particular time. And he comes to the he'll do a little bit in the Navy Lark, this Padre, and he goes, and so, and that's what we will do. That's what we'll do. Like this. He does this sort of little bit at the end, and I've always remembered. I thought, that's a proper vicar for a radio
voice for a vicar
audio. It's great. Just love it.
The thing with that one was finding the ending. I got it from a set of war game rules. I had a character explaining the rules called Captain Jas, and originally he was called Hugh Jas.
Yes.
But then they had to change it because it was causing offence.
Really?
Yeah. So, but we thought. I thought huge. That's it. So the vicar's got to have. That was the end way of doing it.
Yeah, you got a twist. You got a stupid name, and you got to find out at the very end.
Because I was watching a spoof video where someone was taking the mick out of Nigel Farage, but just going on to comedy, and they apparently for 80 quid he will.
Yes,
you pay
and
80 quid, and they pranked him with all these weird
these names. The Bart Simpson type thing. Yeah.
And I just thought, is he? Actually, he probably is that stupid to not realise that he's being pranked.
Oh yeah, he is. Well, he
takes the money and runs.
He just sees the money. That's all he's interested in. But more money, no responsibility. That's
some might say he's just one big pranker.
Indeed, yes, totally pranker.
In the merchant fashion as well. Desperately trying to place them, aren't we, Birdie? Because you've heard them somewhere before.
I'm positive I've seen them, but I've got no clue when or where.
Yeah, it could have been a festival, could have been anywhere.
But
you don't do
anything.
Festivals or don't.
That was obviously a good night. That was, wasn't it?
It was a great night. Yeah, I think I've seen. I can't remember. Yeah.
So
they are the weakest link.
That's weakest sleep, not weakest link.
Oh right, sorry.
So all good stuff.
The thing about musicians, they never start when they're supposed to. I cannot understand why they do this.
It's the parallel universe that they operate in.
I think so. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna hang around past bedtime just to wait for you to come on.
It depends when your bedtime is. I mean, if your bedtime happens to be 3 a.m, then it's not past your bedtime at all.
I guess no.
If your bedtime has to be 8 o'clock, then sorry, you've missed a whole lot.
Well, I guess so.
Some of us need to go to bed early. Okay.
That's fine. No shade being cast.
Some people have jobs, Tim.
Yes.
We don't live off our income from our pasty ranches.
Ask me in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Then it'll be 6 a.m.
That's it. Yeah, totally. Right, we've got another sketch lined up because this is a show generally focused on Radio Boscombe and the 41st album called Ad Nauseum, which is available at garymitchell.co.uk.
Indeed it is, yes.
Search on there for Covered Comedy and then Radio Boscombe.
Or if you go to the for sale page and look on recordings, Radio Boscombe, you'll find it there. Ad Nauseum. It's quite high up because it's an A.
The newest one. Yeah.
It's alphabetical.
Oh, you have it alphabetically, not in order of release.
Well, on the page there is a chart that shows the order of release with all the covers on. All very snazzily done.
Canny.
But yes, it works. But yes,
I wouldn't expect anything less of Gary, really, being well organised in the webosphere.
Yeah.
No, well, there you go. You see, someone has to do it. Former librarian, you see. What can I say?
Yeah.
It was only last week. You see, he was doing it on bits of paper, so he's done very well.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I was bits of paper. I was chucking him down the telephone, and then somebody explained to me how the internet works.
That's it. And then recording them selling them on cassettes, weren't you?
Back in the day.
That's coming back, isn't it?
That does remind me of a book called The Cuckoo's Egg, written by a guy who escapes me right now. He was a trained space explorer, astronomer type bloke, who ended up looking after computers and did something called the Cuckoo's Egg, and then went on a mission decrying how a lot of the old analog stuff to which we operated had not just been digitised but most of the time been destroyed. And he was talking particularly about like you're just saying about paper filing systems. The card filing system, card index systems that you used to get in libraries. That's where any book you could find by author, by genre, by whatever, and everything was there in card form, and it was easy to search through. If you knew what you were doing, it was easy to search through and find exactly what you wanted within seconds. And they were saying, "Oh, is this wonderful? We've now got a computer where you can type in with your two fingers, because no one knows how to use a computer. This is like 30 years ago when computers were not really in vogue. And with your two fingers, you can type in the author, and it will give you the book that you want." So, and he did it, and he said, "No, this is not working because it takes ages, and it gives you the wrong answers, and the computing hasn't really moved on in 30 years." Paper systems work like
Paper systems still work very, very well. I mean, when I was working at the BBC many decades ago now, back in the late 70s, early 80s, they decided they're going to microfilm lots and lots of their card archives, which sounds great in practice, but you try winding through a microfilm tape to find exactly the right bit you want, and if someone's made a mistake in the alphabetical order, you ain't going to find anything anyway. Whereas a card, you can take it out, put it back in the right order. It's the number of entry points you've got into the catalogue that is the key thing.
But even microfiche or microfilm is non de rigueur nowadays.
Oh, it's all redundant technology, you know.
But going through newspaper archives on microfiche.
Planning application, planning history of properties when I used to do a property thing in another life, and all the council used to you had to go and get this slide thing, put it on this big screen, and then you sort of roll this thing around. You don't know where you are on the page.
No, that's it. Totally lost. Yeah,
that's right.
And this whole thing that you're reading is obviously on a massive screen, and you only see one bit of it.
That's right.
But the fiche itself was like, I don't know, put your fingers together and you just about cover it.
That's right. Yeah.
Tiny writing. Another sketch. We've gone for Noah and the Unicorn, written by Emily.
Yeah, indeed.
And we probably can't say much about it because it was written by Emily.
Well, we could say about it. It's a very good one. And I think the name is self-explanatory, but you'll have to see what happens when Noah and the unicorns encounter each other. Spoiler alert, there aren't any unicorns around today.
Yeah. Those of you that are familiar with the Old Testament, it'll be a help.
Indeed, yeah. Welcome aboard the Ark, Mr. and Mrs. Three-Toed Sloth. That way, please. We hope you enjoy this 40-day long cruise that will wipe out all of humanity, apart from me and the wife and her family. Take your time, no hurry. Right, I think that's all of the...
We're here. Sorry we're late, Mr. Noah. I hope you haven't missed the cruise.
Mr. and Mrs. Unicorn. Oh, yeah, I'm afraid you're too late. There's no more room on the Ark.
What do you mean, no more room on the Ark? According to your flyer, God wants every land-dwelling animal on Earth to be on this thing.
But it's no boat can actually fit that many animals on, see? So it was on a first-come, first-served basis. It's all there in the fine print on the flyer, page 37.
This is ridiculous. Surely there's some room on board for us unicorns. I want to speak to your manager.
Sorry, ma'am, God's orders, not mine. Just do my job.
But we're unicorns. We're unique and special creatures.
Are you, though? I mean, no offence, but at the end of the day, you're just a horse with a horn.
Excuse me?
We've already got horses, donkeys and zebras on board. Now, zebras, they're actually special. I mean, how many animals are that, Stripey? You asked me.
Oh, yes. Well, what other animals have cool horns?
Rhinos, island cows, bighorn sheep, alpine ibex, Siberian ibex, Iberian ibex. Oh, giraffes are those adorable little horns.
Well, I bet none of their horns have medicinal properties.
Medicinal?
Shut up, Dave.
Yes, our horns have these magical healing properties when they're hacked brutally from our skulls and crumbled into dust.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Dave, why don't you just tell him that our blood gives the drinker immortality whilst we're at it?
Oh, yes. Thanks, Cindy. Don't know if you caught that. Our blood can give anyone who drinks it the gift of eternal life. And I've been told our flesh tastes like blueberry pancakes.
You know what? I think we've just had an opening.
You have?
Yeah, our VIP room, to be precise. We can't have such unique and special creatures left to drown now, can we? Please, step on board.
Well, yes, very good. Sorry for the little misunderstanding.
That's smashing. Thanks, Captain Noah. You're all right. We promised we'll be good and helpful guests.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be helpful guests. Very helpful. Sarah, get the Axel and maple syrup ready.
Thank you for that, Noah and the Unicorn.
Yeah, there we go.
Going on about the ibexes, the Iberian ibex and the Siberian ibex.
Well,
did you just go through an animal anthology or something?
Well, Emily wrote it, but there one of the comedy rules is you have a rule of 3.
Oh,
when it's a writing text. I mean, everyone knows this. Whether she learnt it on her course or not, I don't know. But you have da da da, and then you have the joke one.
Right.
So it could be Tim, Birdie, Paul, and some fat bloke from North London. There you go.
Okay.
That's the joke.
Yes. Right.
Very nearly.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? Yeah.
See, if you just said, and some fat Spurs supporter, that would have been even funnier, wouldn't it?
I guess, yeah, a fat Spurs supporter. Yeah.
Yeah.
From North London.
Yeah. Oh, from North London.
Not all Spurs supporters are from North London.
Is that right?
Are Spurs a North London team?
I thought,
Yes,
I
Tim,
thought your best friends were North London, aren't they?
Who?
Those that you don't wish to name.
Those that we can't. Those that we
Arsenal.
Yeah, we don't. Those that we don't know. Well, they're the unfashionable bit in North London.
Oh, well, they are right.
Not the posh bit up in Tottenham.
Arsenal was more east because the Woolwich Arsenal's on the east side, isn't it, of London?
Well, it's a long story, but they migrated over. They migrated over in the 19th
That's a lot of
century.
guns to move.
What, with Mr. Noah?
Yeah, that's it. They migrated, and of course they're the only team never to have won their place in the top flight.
What, Spurs?
No, Arsenal. They never won their place in top flight. They got it because they were appointed in 1923 above Tottenham. Tottenham came top of the league, but they didn't get the place in the first division. Arsenal did because they knew someone at the FA. So FIFA corruption, it's happening back then as well. Not that I'm bitter about something that happened a long time before I was born, you understand? It's just a point of principle.
Doesn't sound
Have you ever heard such a blood of spiteful rubbish in all your life, eh? You just because you nearly got relegated, that's it. I'll have a pop at those that won the league.
Sorry, nearly relegated. We survived by a whole 2 points.
Yeah, I rest my case.
Nearly relegated.
I rest my case.
To be fair, the only football I know about is playing Football Manager on the computer when I was a kid, and I did pretty well at that.
Oh, right.
All things considered.
Well, it's funny because we normally play it on grass, don't we?
We do, yeah.
You want to play on a computer? That's all right.
Indeed.
Anyway, probably time for one more sketch. Maybe not. Looking at Birdie's face, she's giving me the frown of we haven't got time for any of this, because we're technically over time already, so we might have to do some switcheroos.
Tim, of course, is the Cornish DJ of the year.
Oh, shut
Cornish
up.
DJ of the year.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? Yeah.
He's milking that joke.
Gary is totally milking that joke.
Yes.
The thing is, it gets a bit much because every time I try to post something, he says, "Oh, Cornish, or do something about the poetry." And he chips on about Cornish poets, and I'm like, "No, I know Cornish poets, and I am not one of them."
You can always tell. We go around any of the venues, the pubs, and everything. You can tell he's the Cornish DJ because he always got his posters up in lieu.
Yeah, in lieu, boomtish. Yeah. Right, we've got to say goodbye, and Tim's waving a mobile phone at us that's got a countdown. Hopefully, it's not a bomb. We've been Radio Boscombe. We still are Radio Boscombe.
Where did they get the album from?
They get the album from www.garymitchell.co.uk. You can get it as a download. Just find Ad Nauseum by Radio Boscombe on there in the sales area. If you want a CD, we can do you a CD. Just email our helpful staff and they'll be able to help you out. And we're working on another one, and aren't we, Mr. President, working on a new one?
We are. He's been Gary. I've been Paul.
Indeed.
Cheerio.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you, chaps. Radio Boscombe 41st album is available from GaryMitchell.co.uk. Find the shop. But we've run out of time.